it is that time again. January is over, and I am going to tell you all the fun things I did in January. Did I give you guys more than 2 vlogs? No. Am I sorry for that? Yes. Will I do better in February? Let's hope so. Okay, so this month was actually pretty jammed-packed full of movies and TV and stuff, so I'm gonna start with, let's do TV first. I lied, let's do movies first, because if you follow me in the past, you know that January 1st, Carson and I do a movie marathon all day. After our New Year's Eve party, we just crash on the couch and watch movies all day. We did it this year, starting with Don't Look Up on Netflix. I normally love everything. Well, mostly everything. I didn't love this. This got a lot of attention and had a lot of famous people in it, and I was excited about it, but I didn't like it. It was weird. But then we watched the Harry Potter special, and I'm putting this under movies because it was like over an hour, and I adored it. Oh, it was so all the Harry Potter feels I wanted to feel on the first day of the new year, and I just loved everything about this special on HBO. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you have to watch this. And then you have to watch all the movies over again. So I made Carson watch that, which she was okay with, but then we decided to do Marvel because that's our thing. So we watched Black Widow. Not my favorite of all the Marvel movies, but still a very good Marvel movie because it introduces one of my new favorite characters, Yelena. So it's a fun movie that should be part of your Marvel marathon watch. And then we watched one of Marvel's newest movies, The 10 Rings. I love this movie. Like, I love this movie a lot more than I thought I was going to, and I've watched it many times now. And that's all we watched on New Year's Day because we also watched TV, but I'll go into that later. So that was day 1 of the new year. But I watched a lot of other movies throughout the month. I watched A Star is Born for the first time. Yeah, for the first time. I know this movie's been out for a while, and I've had it for a while. I've just never actually watched it. I've seen the 2 original Stars Born, so I knew that it was going to be sad, so I had to be in the mood to watch a sad movie, and I kind of finally was like, you know what, I feel like watching this movie, and it's really good. It was really good. I don't know if it's my favorite of all the Stars Born remakes, but it's definitely really good. Everybody in it is just good. I feel like the word of the day for this video is going to be good, so be prepared for that. Because then I watched The Greatest Showman, which was great. Better than good. I adore this movie, like everything about it. This is the movie that made me want to do my circus class, which I'm obsessed with, and I love Zac Efron and Zendaya, and I, have the biggest crush on Hugh Jackman and love everything that he does. This movie I just needed to watch and wanted to watch, and I watched it. And I watched it on Disney Plus, and when it was done, it recommended Hamilton, and I'm like, sure. So I watched Hamilton. I can't say enough how much I love that Broadway is on TV, and we get to watch it anytime that we want. It makes my heart so happy. And then for no particular reason, I watched the live-action Disney Beauty and the Beast on Disney Plus as well, because dang, I just love the Disney live-action princess movies. I just think they're so beautiful, and I just want to watch them all the time. Which is why I also watched the live-action Cinderella. And I watched on DVD because I didn't realize it wasn't on Disney Plus, but luckily I have it with my Disney Princess collection. But this movie is one of the most beautiful new Disney movies, in my opinion. And then for second Monday of the month movie night, I watched... Let me tell you why I picked this movie. I knew it was second Monday of the month movie night. I made plans. I got home a little later than I anticipated, so I wanted to pick a short Disney movie. Turns out there aren't a lot of short Disney movies. However, the sequels to all the animated movies are very short, so I picked The Little Mermaid 2, which in all the Disney sequel releases of this era, this is one of the better ones. If you haven't seen this, don't get your hopes up. This is not The Little Mermaid, but it's a fun little side Little Mermaid story. I absolutely hate how they animated Eric to make him this gray, ugly color, and Ariel, they try to make her look like 50 years old, but other than that, this is was a good movie. One new movie that I watched was Hotel Transylvania 4 on Amazon Prime. Had high expectations for this movie, expected this movie to be out in October of last year, and it just kept getting pushed, and so it's weird. And why would you release a Hotel Transylvania movie in January? But whatever. Now I realize, because it was good. It wasn't great. Wasn't the best. Wasn't terrible. But it's definitely kind of plateaued, I think, on its coolness. But it's fun for kids. And then another new movie I watched was The Royal Treatment on Netflix. Okay. I am a huge fan of The Beautician and the Beast, which is a very old Fran Drescher movie, which if you haven't seen, not streaming, but if you can find it, watch it because it's great. And I thought this movie was going to be like it. Kind of was. Like, in a younger version, the accents are terrible, but the story is fun and cute. It's very Hallmarky. It was a fun watch, and I really enjoyed it, and I would probably watch it again. And then I was having not a great day after getting my booster shot, so I kind of plopped myself on the couch and just wanted to watch something light and fun. So I was scrolling Disney Plus and found Hello, Dolly, and that movie makes me feel happy, so I watched it. I mean, I don't know what to say about Hello, Dolly because it's just such a classic musical, and it's crazy and weird and has songs you don't even know you know on it, and it's just a great old musical. Then scrolling Netflix, I watched Dumplin, a movie that, again, has been out for a very long time, but I have never seen. I actually really enjoyed this movie. And this movie gave me a whole new, fresh perspective of Dolly Parton. I already loved her music, but now I'm like, ooh, I need to dig deeper into this love of Dolly Parton music. And I have a trip planned to Nashville, so I'm like, this is the perfect time to relive Dolly Parton music. And then the final movie that I watched this month, because I have started a new movie marathon, is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I watched number 1, getting ready to do a full marathon, mainly because of the Harry Potter reunion special. It's definitely inspired me to do that, and I have like a whole fresh love of Harry Potter. It's not fresh, it's been there forever, but I'm like, I think this year, instead of Disney, it might be Harry Potter. So we will see. So that's it for movies. Moving on to TV, I found a new show that I became completely obsessed with and watched all 2 seasons, only 2 seasons, in like a matter of weeks. I watched Full Bloom season 1 and 2 on HBO. This is a florist reality competition. Yes, you heard me right. And you would think that this might be boring, but it's not. It's super fascinating, especially if you're into anything floral. They do the craziest stuff and come up with the most beautiful, awesome things I have ever seen, and like, I'm obsessed. And the whole reason I found out about this show is I went to this floral exhibit at an art museum here in San Diego, and the main kind of featured artist was, competed on Full Bloom. And I'm like, what is that? So I looked it up, saved it on HBO, finally watched it, and can't believe I didn't watch it sooner because it's like my new favorite reality show. And then on Netflix, I watched a show called Pretty Smart because I love the main gal in it. This show was a slow go, but it actually caught my attention towards the later episodes, so I have to give it a thumbs up, but it definitely took a while to get into it. And then I dove really deep into my Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. obsession this month too, and finished the entire series with season 5, 6, and 7. But that was only possible because season 6 and 7 were only 13 episodes. They definitely shortened their seasons because they knew they were coming to a close, but oh man. I'm so mad at myself for not watching this show in real time with the movies because I think it would have been so much better. But of course now, what's done is done. And I definitely think Agent Carter is next because I don't know what I'm going to do without Marvel shows. I mean, we have Moon Knight coming up, but I don't know. Again, if you haven't seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and are a Marvel fan, stop what you're doing and go watch it. It's going to take a while because it's 7 seasons, but do it. But that's it for things I did this month. I didn't read any books. just wasn't feeling it. I did go to Disneyland one day, and then I went to California Adventure one day, and was both very fun and kind of interesting to get back in the groove of going to Disneyland. It's just still so different with the reservations and the online everything and the app. Different Disney experience now, but I went, and it was, you know, it was nice to be back. And I kind of feel exhausted just talking about all the things I did in January. But that's it. My name's Aubrey. I make new videos every Thursday, so make sure you subscribe and follow me on all my social media, and I will see you guys next week. And for you Disney fans out there, I hope you got your D23 Expo tickets like I did. I will be going all 3 days, and I'm very excited. Oh, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that nothing gets canceled and everything's fun and cool. It's gonna be an interesting convention season, but I'm excited. I hope you guys got your tickets too, and I see you there.